Hello, welcome back to the Burdu channel. In today's video, we'll show you how to use variables inside your order invoice, email, and WhatsApp template that gets sent to your customer. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the Burdu ID channel for more tutorials. Click the like button below and turn on the notification bell. Alright, let's start from the Burdu's website dashboard. These variables can actually be used in multiple places across Burdu. For example, you can use them in print templates like invoices or packing slips, in order-related email templates, and also inside your WhatsApp message templates. We'll start by demonstrating it inside the invoice print template first. Now, on the left sidebar, go to Layout. Then open Print Template. Here, choose Order Invoice. Or if you prefer, you can also edit other templates such as packing slip, depending on what you want to generate. Click Edit Layout. On the preview, you'll see the default invoice layout. Usually it includes the sender information, receiver information, and the order details section. Click Add Section, and for example, choose a text section. Let's remove the default text inside this section. To insert variables, you can simply copy them from the variable list shown here. Just make sure the variable format is written exactly the same. If there's even one typo, the variable won't work. So to be safe, you can use copy and paste method. Let's try it step by step. First, I'm going to copy just one variable as a quick test, for example, order price. Now I paste it into the text section. And as you can see, on the preview side, this variable is automatically replaced with the actual number from the order. So instead of showing the variable text, it instantly shows the real order amount based on the invoice data for that customer. Now, after confirming that it works, I'll add a full sentence using more variables. For example, I can write a short message that includes the order price, payment method, and shipping method all in one line. I'll paste the variables from the list here and combine them with normal text. And now the result looks like this in the preview. Everything updates automatically, and the values shown will always match the actual order details. Click Done. If you want to reposition this new section, you can simply drag and drop the element inside the template layout. And once you're satisfied, don't forget to click Save. Now, let's do the same thing for the email template. Important note: for email templates, variables can only be used for emails under the order category. So make sure you're editing an email template that is related to orders. For example, select Invoice Email, then click Edit Layout. Just like the print template, you can customize the email content using the variable list displayed here. And it's not only for the email body. You can also use variables inside the email subject line. For example, you can insert the customer name and order ID into the subject so customers can quickly identify their order. Now, inside the email body, click Add Section, choose a text section. Remove the default text, then copy and paste or type manually the variables the same way we did earlier. You'll see the preview update, and the variable will automatically turn into real order information based on the customer's invoice. Click Done, and don't forget to click Save. These same variables can also be used inside the WhatsApp template app in Burdu. The method is basically the same. You just edit the WhatsApp template text, then copy and paste or type manually the variables from the list, and when the message is generated, those variables will automatically change into real order details, like the customer name, order total, shipping cost, or anything else you include. If you want to learn the full WhatsApp template setup, including how to add the WhatsApp button and send messages directly from the order menu, you can check the full tutorial in the description box below. Alright, that's it for today's tutorial. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video. Leave a comment below. Follow us on social media for more tutorials like this. See you in the next video.